Page 41, Alpine Melody. On page 40, they're introducing you to the E in the right hand. The note they're talking about is the top space in the staff. You see it there at the top, the second measure here. And it's this note, and again, if you're in G position, then the little finger has to cover it. We're back to covering two notes again. That's okay. At the bottom they show you, because we're covering that C chord in the right hand. We have G chord, and here you're moving the whole hand up. You leave the thumb where it is and just move the hand up. Here. Like so. Because in theory, you could leave it and just play the here. And there are times when you might do that actually, but for our purposes now, you move all the fingers up except the thumb. So now we have both hands going. On all these chords we need. Yay. Learn to recognize it. When you see it in the music, go, okay. Because in Alpine Melody, we get this in the right hand now. The chords, the G chord at the first of it. The third measure, that is the D7 chord. Remember that one? And then when you get down to the third line, now we get the C chord. And you need to get where you can do that without looking at the keyboard, where you can feel your way around. Now in Alpine Melody, it's 3/4 time. This time the melody's in the left hand. Obviously, because we want to do the chords in the right hand. I got to put the melody in the left. It simply means you're going to bring out the left hand. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Remember the F sharps here? These are kind of like broken chords, aren't they? Recognize that? And then the last two measures, the first line, it's a broken chord. Well, that happens to be the melody too. So the right hand's going to be soft. Actually, the right hand has to be really soft because the melody's soft. It has a P at the beginning. You have to decide and do that first. Don't let the accompaniment dictate what loud and soft is. You decide what loud and soft is for the melody, and you make the accompaniment softer. It's part of practicing. It's part of learning that control. So, however soft the melody is, this got to be softer. And the rhythm, watch this rhythm, because we got these quarter rests all over the place. In the first measure, the chord comes up when I play the B. So. And the phrasing in the left hand, get that too. See, all these things I'm mentioning you'll add like one at a time. So it's like the first time you're practicing it, you're just learning the notes and the fingers. And you can do that one hand at a time if you have to, and you put the hands together so you can play the notes. You don't worry about dynamics or phrasing or anything. You just get the notes and the fingers in the right spots. And then if you have to, if you haven't yet, add the rhythm to it. So you're playing them at the right time. Don't worry about how loud or soft. Don't worry about bringing out the melody. All you're focusing on are the notes and the rhythms, getting the hands to work together. Then once you have that and you're sort of comfortable with it, then you can go back and add in maybe the phrasing here. You lift up between the phrases. Like so. So you add that to the mix. Lift up. Lift up. I'm listening for the phrasing and the melody. And then you get that comfortable, maybe you go back and add the dynamics now. Now the dynamics apply to the melody, so this is where you start bringing out the melody. Here. So it's softly. Because I'm already doing the phrasing from before. Like so you're gradually building it up and turning it into something that's pleasant to listen to. Yeah. And then once you have that, you can start thinking about the speed. How fast should it go? I've been rushing through it for the video. It's a moderately slow, whatever that is. You decide, how do you feel it? What is 1, 2? I think that's about how I like that speed. Maybe later in the day or this evening I would play that slower or whatever, I don't know. I never play them the same speed twice anyway. I play by feel. It's how I feel, that's how I play. And then when you get all that worked out, then you add the pedal. So it looks like the only time we're pedaling this is on the last note of a phrase. So for instance, the last measure of the first line, that ends a phrase. So here, I'm going to push it down right after I play the F sharp in the left hand. I'm going to leave it down. I'm going to lift it with the hands so I get a little silence before I go on. So it's here. And they all work the same way. Until at the end, the pedal and the hands come up at the same time here. Like so. Now there's a note at the bottom. Play both hands 8 VA second time, because there's a repeat sign there. So we're going to repeat it all. And what they want you to do at that point is just pretend middle C goes up an octave, and you simply go up here to this G position, and you pretend this is middle C, and you play the whole thing again. It makes playing it soft easier, because the higher up you go, the easier it is to play soft. And you play the whole thing again and pedal it exactly like you did. It gives a little practice of playing on other parts of the keyboard besides the middle, because playing in the middle is one thing, but when you start getting out to the edges, that causes other physical problems that we have to overcome and deal with. Or is it deal with and overcome? I'm not sure. So here, when you get this, don't lean, please. You turn your torso. Yeah, got a nice big belly, but I can still turn my torso. So I'm simply turning my torso here. You can't see it very well, but I am doing it. So I'm here, and the whole thing might be a little uncomfortable for me, but I'm going to play it all with my torso slightly turned. Don't hurt yourself, but the point is, don't lean. That throws you off balances and causes problems with control when you do that. Now this repeating thing and moving thing causes a bit of a problem. So at the end, the first time you're here, and then when you repeat it, you got to go to here. There's no rest or anything. You got to move it quickly, because the silence between them is very short. So it's here, 2, 3. We practice hand moves in piano when we have to, and we figure this thing out ahead of time. It's part of learning the piece. In this piece, it's up to you how you do it. I'll give you some ideas and you decide. You can move both hands at the same time from this position to this position, if you want. Or, since the left hand plays first, you get the left hand where it goes, and then that gives you a little more time to get the right hand up. So you like one hand at a time, just get the right hand out of the way. Like so, that works. What you can do in some cases, but don't do it here, is you let the pedal help you out. So at the end you're here, and you can lift up, and the pedal, you'll let the pedal keep the sound going if you have to do that. But I would prefer you use that as a last resort. So keep these here, and lift the pedal and the hands at the same time if you can. And learn to do that. It's not a quick jerky motion. It's just as long as you know where you're going and which fingers are involved, you'll find that you can do that fairly quickly. You have to look down at the keyboard for it, of course, but that's all right. You can do that for that period of time. So let's try this out. And we are going to play it twice, and we are going to go up an octave, and we're going to have fun. I'll give us 3 counts, but we're going to go slow, as usual. So go ahead and put your hands in G position, and we'll begin. And your foot's on the pedal. There. 1, ready, go. 2, 3, off.